Cancel your dinner plans. Short on medical history, she's only 8 hours old. What she's not short on is doctors. Unfortunately, none of them have been able to solve her breathing problems.
Immature lungs?
Full term, and they gave her surfactant. Looks like they're fully developed. Sperm donor card from the father did note a history of asthma.
What if her lung problems are not coming from her lungs?
Her heart looks fine.
Her liver enzymes are elevated.
When the liver fails, it stops producing proteins, specifically the ones that keep your plasma inside your blood vessels and outside your lungs. Fix the liver, she'll have enough breath to keep the entire ward up all night.
Believe it or not, breathing problems can be caused by a liver problem.
Then what's wrong with her liver?
Probably an abscess. If we find it with the ultrasound, we can drain it, make her better. You'd be able to take her home by the end of the week.
Is she bleeding?
She's oozing from her IV site. It's a symptom of liver failure. It's what we would expect to see.
Dr. Chang, we might need a unit of blood over here.
Echogenic area in the liver. Can you make it out?
Doesn't seem to have the thick walls you'd expect from an abscess.
Lift her left shoulder so we can get a better look.
Oh, can I do it? I haven't been able to hold her yet.
She's hooked up to too many tubes and IVs.
Can I at least donate blood?
Of course. We'll draw your blood and see if you're a match as soon as we're done here.
That's definitely not an abscess.
It looks like dilated bile ducts.
What does that mean? Can I still take her home soon?
Isolating the common bile duct.
And mobilizing distalin for cannulation.
If he's down to 50 systolic, you've got to stop the cannulation.
I haven't started yet.
Hit her with a bolus of phenylephrine. That should buy us enough time to get in and dilate those bile ducts.
BP's rising, 70 systolic.
Nice. I'm in the common bile duct.
Advancing past the cystic duct, no strictures or blockages so far.
BP's dropping again.
Another bolus of phenylephrine.
Can't take more. The first bolus is still in effect.
BP's still dropping. We got to pull out. We're done.
I was barely in. This doesn't make sense.
Liver problem alone is not going to mess with the baby's BP. Whatever this is, it's got to be affecting her heart.
Heart plus liver. Could be tuberous sclerosis.
Or it could be a vascular malformation in the liver causing both problems.
What is it?
She's pinker.
Is that bad?
That's good. That's very good. It's not Caroli syndrome. Dr. Chang spotted a...
What?
She spotted a vascular malformation in the baby's liver.
Good call, except for everything you just said. There's no way that our patient has a vascular malformation.
And you can tell that from the vast amount of information you've gleaned from not being here.
Don't need to be there to remember that the patient's ALTs were 3 times normal. Baby's liver damage is far too extensive. Dr. Chang's an idiot.
In fairness, it wasn't completely her idea. More of a Foreman kind of thing.
Well, then you're an even bigger idiot for trying to cover for her.
House, we treated for a vascular malformation, and she got better.
No, she didn't. Call me when she crashes again.
I think she feels wet. Can you hold her a sec? I'm gonna grab a diaper. Okay.
Mom, something's wrong.
Oh! Nurse! She's bleeding again.
The interesting question is not why she's worse now, but why she got better in the first place.
Could have been something we did that temporarily relieved the...
Would you put her on again?
After the transfusion, we gave her steroids, dopamine, and the Steroids can treat idiopathic hepatic fibrosis. Would explain why she got better and then worse.
And not the multiple dilated ducts.
House, I need you back in here.
Thanks for waiting. Hook the mom up to the baby. Direct blood transfusion.
And what else?
Nothing else.
It's amazing. She's pink and healthy again.
Mother's touch.
It's a miracle. Thank you.
A blood transfusion isn't a cure.
Or a miracle.
Then why does the baby seem like she's cured?
I have no idea.
Either the mom's blood is special, which would mean it's treating something specific, which means the baby has a disease. Or mom's blood is just blood, and it's replacing something the baby is missing, which means the baby has a simple deficiency.
Given the liver failure, the deficiency of clotting factors, enzymes, or vitamins are the most likely.
So let's find out. Hook the baby up to someone else's blood and see if she gets better.
Find a donor.
I'm O negative, universal donor.
Hook yourself up.
I think we can say this isn't working. We'll get her back on your blood. That'll help for now, but this means there's an infection. First, we need to identify it. We know it's in her liver, so we'll get a sample. Then we can figure out how to help her get better.
I had this baby because I wanted a chance to be a special mom, but not this way. Oh, that thing's nearly as big as she is.
Don't worry. I've done this at least once before.
Advance another centimeter and you're in.
Oh, God, it looks awful. Is that from the infection?
No. Means we were wrong. It's a melanoma.
You mean like skin cancer? How would you get that? She's never been outside.
But you have.
But you're saying I gave my baby cancer?
How come no one got me food?
What do you mean, that's it? The woman has melanoma, she could die if we don't...
Boring. Since the baby has a melanoma, we kind of already knew the mom had it.
Yes, but now we know where it is, so we can treat it much more effectively, so...
Great. So treat her. Also boring. What's interesting is that mom's melanoma spread to the baby in utero, which means it's metastatic, which means it's late stage. How many people with a late stage melanoma are as healthy as she is?
Clearly something's going on in mom's blood that's treating her melanoma as well as her baby's.
Antibodies.
If her immune system was fighting the melanoma, it never would have spread.
Exactly. Which means it's fighting something else, and the melanoma cells are getting caught in the crossfire. So what's mom's immune system really shooting at?
Scleroderma can cause cancer-fighting antibodies.
So can Churg-Strauss pretty much any autoimmune disease.
Or infections that cause granulomas, TB, mycobacteria.
See, Dr. Chang, this is not boring. Start with autoimmune. Go test her blood.
Mom's negative for Churg-Strauss. This isn't autoimmune. Time to scan her for infections that could cause granulomas.
Look.
Old cell lung cancer.
She has 2 cancers?
Cancer treating cancer?
You have lung cancer.
I thought I had skin cancer.
As unlikely as it sounds, you have both.
Actually, the lung cancer is basically treating the skin cancer. It's why you're not feeling sick and why your blood's helping your baby.
We found it early, so it should be treatable. In a way, your daughter saved your life. We'll get you set up for the surgery and start you on chemo.
What about Kayla?
She'll only need the chemo.